Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday night action right here on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We have an interconference showdown here in Boston, where the Celtics will square off. Brent, common complaint you hear, the same teams competing for the championship every year. Good or bad for the NBA?
Wait, is this 2018-19?
Yes, it is.
Did this discussion happen in 1989 with Lakers, Celtics?
I don't know.
Yes, it did.
All I'm saying is I like having these dominant teams.
I think it's great for the league.
Yes.
I think it's a great challenge for those teams who have climbed Mount Everest to stay up there as long as possible. You know at some point they're going to run out of oxygen. That makes it dramatic to find out how many different ways a team like the Warriors is going to win a championship and bring it back to the Bay Area. But this idea of parity and this idea of trying to make sure that every team has a chance to compete, I think only 10 teams have won championships in the last 30 years in the league. So the trophy doesn't move around all that much.
It doesn't.
Kevin.
No, you're right. Now the starting group for the visitors. Slim is out there with Baller. Then there's the Professor. Then it's Jones. And it's Thunder in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Stone. Clock at 6. Allen outside. It's deflected, but he recovers it. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here is Slim, defended by Allen. Pass to the Professor. 6 to shoot. And too long on the shot. And so Allen will bring it up for Florida. It's a 3-point game. The pass to Dub. Takes it from 10. He can't hit that time. Here's the Professor. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Baller. And that one hits back iron.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Here's the Professor. Smith with the defensive effort.
And right now they're like a light switch in the off position. 1 of 5 so far. Not an ideal start.
It's Allen on the wing. Passes it to Dub. And once again off the mark by Florida.
I'm not sure if it's a bad start or unlucky here. 0 for 4. Can't think too much about it. Just got to get that first one to go.
From distance, when he gets into a rhythm early, it makes this offense a lot more dynamic.
Well, great to get him involved, particularly at the start of the game. This is what keeps guys engaged.
Here's the franchise. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Baller passes to Thunder. Here's the Professor. He's coming off a 16-point game again. A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. The Professor's got his first basket.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
So timeout called here, the first for Florida.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
The prodigy, he's checked in for the professor.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Jones, how his last 10 games have gone. 13th in blocks, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And trying to muscle up shots against him is tough. His body type makes it supremely difficult. Just a dominant rim protector all season.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Here is Slim. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Baller. Misses off the right iron. Florida trails by 6. The drive by Allen. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
With today's superstars often joining forces, Brent, we hear some retired legends saying they wanted to beat their rivals, not join their rivals. What do you think?
I saw a lot of joining going on from some of the guys who make those comments, Kevin. So that sort of stuff just eludes me as to where it's coming from. This league has always been dominated by teams that have 2, at least 2, if not 3, upper echelon
superstar
players that end up winning titles. So it's happening now. It happened then. It will continue to happen.
Here's Boss. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Down low.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Pass to Thunder. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. To the paint. Allen right side. There's the pass to Miracle Man. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Here's Boss. Defended by Allen. Jones, that's for 2. Buries the jump shot. Jones has got 5 now. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. To the inside. Here's B. Second chance shot. Can't get the layup. Gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Jones, no luck. Florida trails by 5. Here's Miracle Man. He had a 15-point outing in their last game again. And here is Allen. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Allen's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Unbelievable finish with the defense right on top of him. That takes a ton of focus.
Boss passes to Jones. To the inside. Here's Thunder. Shot clock at 6. Back to Harris. Shoots it. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Miracle Man. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Silk. And Jones pulls it down.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And Silk gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Bailey, he's checked in for Jones. Here's Boss. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Johnson with the block. And he's able to get it back. Here is Garbage Man. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Allen. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. And so it's the visiting team heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. They've got A-Train. Prodigy is out there with the Professor. Then there's Boss, and it's Harris in at the small forward.
Well, sometimes being shifty in this game is a good thing. Body control helping out on that attempt.
It's Allen with the drive. Here's B on Monday. Then on Monday.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
2 shots.
That free throw missing. We see more and more teams looking to push the tempo. Is that just a fad, or is this going to be a long-term thing?
Well, if I can play against any defense that has no ability to set up where they want to be or have the matchups with the players they want to have, Kevin, I'm going to look to take advantage. And if that happens in the first 5-6 seconds with one pass, so be it.
And the second free throw, good. At 50% in a decent groove. Baller, he's guarded by Johnson. Baller passes to the Prodigy. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. The Prodigy's got 6.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Boss. He's putting up about 5 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
I love it when guys tap back into that gift. All these guys at some point were that kind of player in their career. Fun to see it show up here.
And the first one drops. The franchise is checked in for Johnson. Good on both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Here is Slim. He's coming off a 13-point game again.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Smith checked in for Florida. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's the Professor. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Florida trails by 8. Down low. Here's Miracle Man. And the layup's good off the glass.
Great positioning on the glass, jumping all over that miss and sticking it back in.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. The professor passes to Baldwin. Lets the three fly. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Florida the other way. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Passes it to the professor. It's deflected. They retain possession. Count it. Good. Florida shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. To the left side wing. Florida moving that ball around. Pass to the franchise. Clock at 6. That shot missing. Gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. The prodigy passes to the professor. To the left side wing. Here's Bailey. Rebound by Smith.
And I really thought he was going to send that shot the other way, but at least he forces the miss.
Well, just good timing on his part. Anytime the shooter has to adjust, the defense wins.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Florida.
Look, they've been aggressive looking to get inside, but they haven't finished especially well when they get there. I like the attack mentality, but you have got to finish plays.
Here's Bailey. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. To the middle. Tipped away. Fast break. Here comes Florida. They get it again. Banked in off the glass. 8 points for Miracle Man.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Here is Slim. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Bailey. And the pass to the prodigy. Here's the professor. A second chance effort. Tries yet again. Not going to go that time.
Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling. Exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint.
Here's Miracle Man. 8 points for him. From deep. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. Pass to Bailey. No good from outside.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Florida making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for the franchise. Silk comes in for Miracle Man. And Allen subbed in for Dove. Kicks it to Stone. Here's Smith. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D that time from Jones. Pass to Baller. And he goes in for the dunk.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Johnson outside. Out to the right wing. Allen outside. And once again off the mark by Florida.
You got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter.
Florida trails by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
He's checked in for Smith. .125 left in the second quarter. Pass to Stone. Over in the corner, Allen. Here's Thunder. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now here's Johnson. The pass to Silk. Back to Johnson. 17-foot shot on the way. Some solid defense from Harris. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. Boss passes to Thunder. First one falls for him. So he gets them both. Now Allen, 7 points in the game. Passes it to Silk. On the wing, Johnson. Allen outside. 5 on the clock. Looking to get it going. And Allen slams it in.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Jones, no luck. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. The away team up by 6. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Checking out the visiting team. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, to say their shots are not falling is an understatement. It's a miracle they're still in this game. They need to flip the switch big time in the second half, and that starts with more movement on offense. If you don't have a great look, find the open man, drive the ball, create an opportunity. Come on, basketball 101.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Gee, really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've got Stone. Allen is out there with Dub. Then it's Smith. And it's the franchise in at the 3, the small forward. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. It's deflected. Here is Slim. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Thunder. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
Out to the wing. The franchise passes to Dub. And that one comes up a bit short.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Pass to the professor. Here is Slim. The pass to Baller. Pulls up on the elbow, and that one goes long.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. They're not going to miss those all that often.
Stone kicks to Allen. Here's the franchise. And once again off the mark by Florida.
They look frustrated, 0 for 3. Not how you want to start the third quarter.
Here is Slim, defended by Allen. Slim passes to Baller. 6 to shoot. And it's Florida with the rebound.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Yeah, maybe the halftime cut into some of that rhythm they had in the first half. So far, 0 for 4 to start the second half. Yeah, they got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
Smith surveying the D. Back to Allen. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. 11 points for Allen.
There you go. Finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
Right wing. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside.
Timeout.
8 points for Baller.
And his versatility on offense is so spectacular. He always finds ways to help put points up on the board.
Now a timeout called by Florida.
Yeah, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
Miracle Man, he's checked in for Florida. And so Allen will bring it up for Florida. They trail by 9 points. To the left wing. Passes to the franchise. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. That's tipped. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Bailey misses. For Florida, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
Well, the team needed just a bit of momentum shifting back to their side. They're excited. Let's see if they can maintain that excitement long enough to get some damage done.
Florida trails by 9. Out to the right wing. Pass to the franchise. Got a piece of it. From the high post. And no good. Gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Baller. Tries again. Got a hand on it. And he gets it back. They get it back. For Florida, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Here's Miracle Man, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
Here is Slim, defended by Allen. Pass to Bailey. Takes the three, and he's good on the three ball. Bailey's got his second bucket tonight.
You can blame some poor defense on that play. Just a total breakdown. Got to at least contest at some point.
There's the pass to the franchise. It's tipped.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. Florida trails by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Allen. To end the drought. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got 4 rebounds in this game. Slim passes to Baller. From 13, it's deflected, but he recovers it. Florida shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Here's Dub. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Dub's got it back down to single digits for Florida. And Steve Clifford wants a timeout.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
Florida making some changes. B's checked in for Smith. Johnson comes in for Dub. And Silks subbed in for Allen. Thunder buries the 7-footer.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Silk. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Florida moving that ball around. Passes it to the franchise. Here is Garbage Man. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. 30 seconds left in the third. Pass to Baller. To the middle.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here is Garbage Man. Now the pass to the franchise. Can't hit from 12. And so it's the visiting team looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
It's an observation. We got to get a whole lot more physical. Loose balls we need to dive on. We need to get more physical.
Billy D putting emphasis on toughness and tired of seeing his team get pushed around.
Yeah, I mean, as a coach, it's torture watching your guys get moved around out there. Might need a personnel change if this continues.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The professor out there with Jones. Then there's Harris. Then there's Boss. And it's Thunder in at the 5.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
To the paint, here's Miracle Man. Some solid defense from Harris.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's the professor. And it's Florida with the rebound. B's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Boss. Back to Jones. Passes it to the professor. And it's Florida with the rebound. Miracle Man's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
That one goes in. Silk's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Florida.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Timeout, timeout.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He told them, I don't want us to be satisfied yet. We can congratulate ourselves later, after we win. Right now, we have to close this one out. He doesn't seem to think this one's over yet, Kevin.
Here's the professor. Boss passes to Thunder. Harris inside the line. They get it back. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
One shot.
And that one misses. Did you ever think, Brent, that we'd see this many players, 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers, handling the ball and shooting like we're seeing them shoot from that kind of distance?
I'm hopeful for it. I've been hopeful for it, and it doesn't surprise me about what the league is. This is a very select group of people that have the right combination of DNA and genetics, and the fact that these guys are more and more capable with their skill set, not a surprise to me, Kevin.
So fun to watch, too. My goodness.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to Miracle Man. Florida moving that ball around. To the paint, and he slams it one-handed.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Now a timeout called by Florida.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
Florida making some changes. Smith checked in for B. Dub comes in for Miracle Man. And Allen subbed in for Silk. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Allen. He kicks to Smith. Clock is at 3. Shoots from the elbow. And once again off the mark by Florida.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The pass to Slim. Passes it to the professor. Chalk up 2 there.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
The franchise is checked in for Johnson.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And so Allen will bring it up for Florida. It's a 16-point game. And that's out of bounds. Florida will retain possession. Pass to the franchise. Allen outside. Just 5 to shoot. Florida needs to get off a shot. Here's the franchise. He squares up and sinks it. Gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here is Slim, defended by Allen. Here's Slim, lays it up off the glass.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
The pass to the franchise. Allen outside. Off target with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
From 13, got a piece of it, and he recovers it.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. 1:51 left to play here in the fourth. They've been looking at a sink offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Kicks to Stone. Here's the franchise. 6 to shoot from 13. Here's Smith. And the layup's good off the glass.
Timeout. Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
And Steve Clifford wants a timeout. Well, there's a lot of talk, too, Brent, about the age requirement for entering the draft, and Commissioner Silver has said it's a clear change that's probably on the way. What do you think the league should do?
Can you and I talk about a guy that you know quite well who in 1995 came out as
17-year-old? I know
in
it.
the NBA draft. Kevin Garnett came into the league and handled himself extremely well. Now, for every one of those stories, we know there were other ones where guys did not make much of their NBA careers.
But then here comes the G League.
The G League, to me, is the huge key.
That's the equalizer.
A lot
isn't
of these guys have a ripcord now for some of those things that transpired over the course of the last 30 years, where they can have a softer landing point to continue to develop, to continue to mature, and have an opportunity to make something of their NBA career.
Excellent explanation. Passes to Thunder. Pass to Slim. Here's Baller. Rebound by Smith.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Allen's shot is off.
Yeah, a little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
There's the pass to Baller. With the fadeaway. That shot missing. Inside. Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Stone. To the wing on the left. Here's Dub. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Here is Slim, defended by Allen. Here is Slim. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.